Well, Grummons Orthodontics, most of the people who work there and Dr. Grummons himself listened to the show and became active when we started doing things for charity. Not surprisingly, Dr. Grummons gives back to the community so much, and whenever we did something, he would be one of the first people there to give back, whether it was a food drive or whether it was raising money for cancer research for kids. Whatever it was, he was involved, and that's how we first came to know Dr. Grummons. Once you meet Dr. Grummons, you realize that you don't need to look anywhere else for any sort of dental care. Even if you don't need braces, for instance, I needed some dental work, he referred me to somebody because it wasn't what they do there. But when it came to my family, once you meet Dr. Grummons, you're like, okay, Grummons Orthodontics, that's the only place I need to go. I trust him with my daughter and with my son. My daughter's done now. Now when she smiles, she's even happier to smile. You know, before it was kind of like a smirk but not a smile. Now it's a big, wide grin because she's done, her teeth look beautiful. My son's just now in the starting phases of it, but my daughter never, ever did that thing, oh, I have to go see Dr. Grummons. It was always exciting because he makes her feel welcome, made her feel, you know, like a special person, not just like another patient. And I think that was one of the reasons why we went there and continue to go there with, you know, the second child. At Grummons Orthodontics, when you walk in, they all know you. It's almost like cheers. They call your name. You know, you open the door, Norm! Well, with my daughter, it was, hi, Emma. I mean, the second she came in, she felt welcome. And you know, as a parent, you're kind of like, oh, that's cool. They remember my daughter. They remember her name. Come on back, Emma. And then as she would walk past the chairs of the people who wouldn't be working on her that day, they'd all, oh, hi, Emma. How are you? How's it? Oh, your teeth are looking great. It was much more, which gave it that family atmosphere. It wasn't sterile, walk in, sit down, get your work, get out, next patient. He would take as long as you wanted, but it wouldn't take you all day. And I think that's, you know, we're busy. We want in, we want out, but we want to be felt welcome. At Grummons Orthodontics, when you get to go sit and watch and he says, now here's why we're doing this. Mom, Dad, take a look at this. This is what we see. You are completely involved in the process. It's not like they go back to some room and then you come back. Well, what'd they say? Well, I don't know. Right. You're expecting your child to suddenly become, you know, an orthodontic specialist, and that's just not what they do. And he, all the way along, step by step, everything. I did this for this reason, this for this reason, this for. Are you okay with this? This is what it'll do. This is how long it will take. I mean, that's the only way to go. Yeah. Well, at Grummons Orthodontics, you go in, everybody's smiling. You can't fake that. You can fake it for 5 minutes, but you can't fake it every day, all day. And no matter what time you go with this afternoon appointment or morning, you go in and they're happy. They're happy because he takes care of people like they're his family. Whether it's a client or a customer or an employee, he still treats them all the same. Go ask all the individuals how long they've worked for Dr. Grummons, and you won't get the, oh, 6 months, 3 months, 1 year. You'll get the 10 years, 8 years, 12 years. Right. You know, there's a reason for that. Well, at Grummons Orthodontics, there's all the little things. Like, you know, when sister's back getting braces, little brothers don't like to go back and hear the story. They want to play the video games. They want to go taste the slushie. They want to, you know, look at the computers. They want to do all the fun things. They don't want to have to just sit there and go, how much longer is this going to take? And I think Dr. Grummons realizes that. Make it an experience that everybody can enjoy, not just the patient. My son, being the second one to go to Grummons Orthodontics, he got to see how sister's teeth turned out. So he's very excited. And to see somebody excited about braces, you know, when we were kids, you weren't excited about braces. And he really is. He's excited for the whole process, to get it going, because I think he realizes it didn't take that long, and look how great I'm going to look when it's over. At Grummons Orthodontics, my daughter did braces, and then now she does the Invisalign retainers. And my son will do, I think, the same process. We're in the still determining factor there because he's just starting, but we had success with both. Young kids aren't always the most confident. And for her, you could see it as she started to get her smile. Literally, you know, from the smirk to the smile, I always said. I said, well, now I can see you have teeth, honey. And she'd always laugh because it was like, you know, okay, Dad, yeah, I smiled before. Well, no, you didn't really smile before, but you really smile now. And even with the retainers, she has the Invisalign. You can't see it. I have to tell, I'm like, do you have them in? And she's like, yeah, I have them in. Yeah, it's pretty amazing what they can do without, you know, there's not, kids now, they're not wearing the headgear, you know. It was our nightmare that we had to live through, you know, with the big braces and the big headgear, and those days are gone, yeah. Thankfully. If you're considering braces for your child, it's a big investment, and more importantly, you really have to have trust in who you're taking your child to. This is your child's future. It's what they're going to look like for the rest of your life. And when I made that decision, Dr. Grummons was the only decision to make. He literally treated my children as if they were his. And that to me meant so much. I mean, it warms your heart when you sit there and watch how he actually treats your child, not like a patient, but just like one of his own kids. He knows when they're going through something bad, he knows when they're going through something good, and he's there the whole time like a parent would be. And so for me, it was just the easiest decision in the world. One of the best things I can say about Grummons Orthodontics is when you have other family members. I have a 6-year-old. When he requests to go along, that will tell you something about the place that you're going. It's not like, oh, I have to be dragged along. He gets to go along, and it's not always just to play the games. He likes to go in and see Dr. Grummons too, because Dr. Grummons will give him a hard time, or house soccer, or when's basketball start. He remembers the stuff that the kids are involved in, even if it's not the patient. And so when the other kids are requesting to get to go, that tells you a lot about where you're taking your children.